drive a black Honda Odyssey V, no, 48V259? That's all, man. Did we win it? Yes. Right, I should announce it as the winner. Good evening, everyone. Just a quick public service announcement. We have a black Honda Odyssey, license plate 4HV259. The lights are off, but the door is open. So if you drive a black Honda Odyssey, you might want to check it out. Thanks.
Hope if it's turned on. Thank you. All right, folks, we'll get started. We may have some late arrivals. We had a couple of games going on today, people coming from all over the place, so, but we want to be respectful of your time. So I'm Principal Jeff Sperling. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and I want to thank you all for coming and welcome you to the Class of 2024 Scholarship Night. This is truly a special night and one that will positively impact so many members of this class. This evening would not be possible without the coordination and planning of Dr. Meredith Chamberlain, Ms. Ann Murray, and the entire counseling department. So could we give them a quick round of applause, please? Tonight is also an example of the generosity of the greater Canton community. We will hear so many powerful sentiments from our presenters tonight, and we're fortunate to have their support for all our students. How about a huge thank you to all the presenters and scholarship contributors. And now the real reason we're here, you, the Class of 2024. You've earned every bit of the recognition you will receive tonight. We've already had the chance to honor you at Scholastic Honors Night. We still have the senior prom tomorrow, senior banquet, and the athletic awards ceremony, and of course, graduation. It's a great time to be a Bulldog. Before the presentations begin tonight, I do want to remind you to take a breath and appreciate the outpouring of support and generosity here tonight. I often begin my messages to students and families by addressing them as the CHS community. Tonight is a perfect example of what that title means. This gathering is a shining example of community and something I am proud to be a part of. So congratulations to all the recipients and their families, and a heartfelt thank you to the donors who will collectively award over $230,000 to our amazing students tonight. Amazing. So thank you, enjoy the night, and it is now my pleasure to welcome Superintendent Derek Folan to the podium. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sperling, Dr. Chamberlain, Ms. McCourt, all of our presenters and donors this evening, those that are in the crowd as well. I absolutely love tonight. It's really, really special. We welcome all of our students and families and staff and administration who may be in attendance. We welcome our school committee member representative, Ms. Kim McCourt, and we thank our school committee for the support. And a warm welcome to all of our community members who are presenting scholarships tonight. Tonight is one of the special celebrations that's unique to Canton. $230,000, absolutely amazing. It's obviously a night where thousands of dollars of scholarships will be awarded, and parents and guardians, I noticed really big smiles when you walked in. I hope it's a special night and a nice evening. As a father who has my oldest daughter just finished her first year, I can tell you every bit of scholarship money helps, and it's with deep appreciation. As Mr. Sperling said, tonight's about community. The community members share incredibly meaningful and personal stories with such pride. They offer these scholarships with all their hearts, and they are investing in you, seniors. They're about believing in you. So please listen with this lens of appreciation and gratitude. What is the story behind your scholarship? Find that connection to you and make it special. That is a statement about the power of community and a true partnership between Canton and its students. We're so thankful to all of our donors. We're so thankful to all of our families and staff who taught and raised such wonderful young adults who are ready to use these scholarships to elevate themselves and unlock opportunities. I just think it's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Canton. Congratulations, everyone. Let's have a great evening. It's now my pleasure to welcome School Committee Member Kim McCourt.
Good evening. My name is Kim McCourt, and I am a proud member of the Canton School Committee. I am so pleased and grateful to be with all of you here tonight. My wish for all of this evening's recipients is that you receive these scholarships with grace and gratitude in your hearts. You have been chosen for these scholarships because of your hard work and because our generous donors believe in you. The generosity, care, and assistance from our Canton community are things of which you will never forget. These businesses, families, and organizations are giving you the financial assistance to move forward in your academic career. Appreciate them and use these scholarships wisely. As you move on in your academic journey, please remember the kindness and generosity that has been afforded to each of you this evening. There will be a point in your lives when you have the opportunity to give back. I ask that you seize all those moments. Remember that giving back doesn't always have to come with financial implications. Kindness, gratitude, and love are free and can spread with great impact. Don't miss those opportunities. As your academic journey continues, you may be faced with adversity. Academics will be exhausting, extracurricular activities will be trying, and there may come a point when you're ready to walk away or give up. In those moments, I want you to think back to this night. Remember being in this auditorium surrounded by friends, family, educators, administrators, and coaches. We all believe in you. Let your bulldog tenacity pull you through those difficult times and propel you to excellence. I would like to sincerely thank our incredibly generous donors for tonight's scholarships. You are paving the way for these CHS students' continued academic success. Lastly, to the recipients, congratulations on all your hard work. Enjoy these final weeks with friends, teachers, and staff. And no matter where you go and what you accomplish, always let your bulldog pride shine through. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McCourt. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Meredith Chamberlain, who, not just her initials, but she will be your MC for the night, and she'll take the show from here. Thank you.
Good evening, community members, students, families, Superintendent Folan this year, since last year we had Ms. Shannon, school committee member Ms. McCourt, Principal Sperling, Assistant Principal Dr. Fitzgerald, and Assistant Principal Small. Welcome to Canton High School's 2024 Senior Scholarship Night. On this very special night, we celebrate the connection between the amazing students in this school and the incredible community organizations that selflessly give thousands upon thousands of dollars to fund the hopes and dreams of our graduating seniors. I would like to recognize Mrs. Ann Murray. She is not only our administrative assistant for the counseling office, but also the scholarship guru and the lead organizer of this event. Please join me in recognizing all the hard work Mrs. Murray put into this evening. Now for some logistics. Students, you will be called in groups to the right side of the stage at the base of the stairs. You will walk across the stage to get your awards and come down the stairs on the other side of the stage. Scholarship presenters will be called in groups up to the stage. If a scholarship has multiple winners, please wait until all scholarship winners are called before we begin our applause. Please also note, as Principal Sperling said, we do have some athletes coming in late, so you might not see them in the traditional attire for scholarship night, so please just work with it as they're trying to be in 12 places at once. So with that, let's begin. The first scholarship of the night is the Bud Herzog Theater Arts Scholarship that will be presented by Sherry Herzog.
The Bud Herzog Theater Arts Scholarship was established after the sudden death of my husband on Mother's Day in 1995. This is the 29th anniversary of Bud's death, and this is actually the 29th time I am standing here in front of you and presenting a scholarship to the Theater Arts Department. Bud always had a love for theater. He was the lead in his junior high school production of The Mikado and his high school play, The Imaginary Invalid. In college, he began directing plays. His favorite was The Zoo Story by Edward Albee. Years ago, the children and I were so surprised to receive a letter from an attorney in Baltimore. He was curious one day and Googled Bud's name. He found the Bud Herzog Theater Arts Fund website. He was one of two characters who starred in Bud's production of The Zoo Story. The production was in 1967, and I quote, "We practiced at Bud's fraternity house on Charles Street. Bud was an extremely generous, thoughtful, and passionate director. I was a high school student whom Bud was nevertheless willing and generous enough to work with, despite his being older and busy with his junior year in college. I benefited from Bud's love for theater. I was the forerunner of the high school students today who currently benefit through the fund that you created in his memory." Canton High School Theater has always meant a lot to our family. Bud and I proudly watched our two children, Ari and Jordana, perform their 4 years here. Tonight, I am so happy to present this scholarship to a student who demonstrates the same love for music and theater as Bud. And he wrote in his application, gave you a little hint there, "I gained the confidence from my performances that transformed me into the person that I am today." And I am so honored and excited, and I watched this person his 4 years here. I am so honored to present the Bud Herzog Theater Arts Scholarship to Gavin DeMonch.
Thank you so much.
Will the following students please line up to the right side of the stage? Jaden Lamb, Sophia Simpkins, Amelia Chen, Brianna Abend, Caitlin Bigham, Abigail Silvasi, Colin Blake, Lila Kennedy, John Flaherty Jr., Nicholas Ruggieri, Nicholas Gillis, Brendan Torgi, Julia Wilkinson, Victoria Carr, and Owen Lane. No, just wait, you're good. Just wait there. The next scholarship is the Alan Dewey Senior Scholarship, presented by Annabelle Alexandra and Alan Dewey Jr.
Good evening, and congratulations, class of 2024. My father, Alan Dewey Sr., worked in education for 37 years in a variety of positions, and he finished his career here in Canton. I could go on about how much he did for his students, but for me, he was my go-to for any question. He always seemed to have the answer. As I got older, I understood why. He educated himself. He was always learning. My father knew to be a good educator, you must be well educated. He read the newspaper every day. He watched the evening news. He had quite the collection of magazine subscriptions, from Car and Driver to Home Improvement and so on. All of this knowledge that he gained, he loved to pass along, and he did so in a way that made you want to know more. When my kids would go on vacation with their grandparents, they would come home and tell me about all the wonderful things that their Pa Dewey had taught them. He loved to educate and share his knowledge with his family, friends, and especially all the students that he worked with over the years. The Alan B. Dewey Senior Scholarship was established to help support a student who will major in education and carry on Alan's passion and love for teaching. Congratulations, Sophia Simpkins.
The Beth Spence Kane Memorial Art Scholarship is presented by members of the Spence Kane families.
Welcome, graduates and families, and congratulations. My name is Patty Willis, and I am here on behalf of my family and the Friends of Beth Committee to award art scholarships to a Canton High School student, furthering their education in the field of art. Beth was my sister and a 1981 graduate of Canton High. She then went on to the Art Institute of Boston and became a graphic designer. She later left work to focus on her greatest artwork she ever made, her 3 daughters, 2 of which are here with me tonight. Her daughter, Brittany, her daughter, Amanda, and her son, Cody, and my mother, Jeanette Spence. Beth always continued her love of art, whether it was painting on walls, furniture, doing murals, or the tiny pictures on fingernails when she was a nail tech. She never lost the love for art. Unfortunately, we lost Beth in 2007 to domestic violence. Since then, we have tried to keep her love of art alive by helping to send others to follow their dreams. In the past 15 years, we have given out over 30 $1,000 scholarships in her honor, and tonight I would like to present one more to Jaden Lamb.
The Canton Garden Club Scholarship is presented by Marge Levy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Marge Levy. I am the chairman of the Scholarship Committee for the Canton Garden Club. Congratulations to all the seniors, and thank you to everyone who submitted an application. My committee and I were amazed, not only by your transcripts, but by the passion, the commitment, and the goals that came through in your essays. I have 2 scholarships to award tonight. The first is to Amelia Chen. And the second is to Brianna Abend.
The Jeanette Winthrop Scholarship is presented by Beth Delagi and David and Sarah Winthrop.
We are honored to present this year's Jeanette Winthrop Scholarship to someone 1 degree of separation from our mother. Our mother taught at the John F. Kennedy School for many years. She loved being a teacher. More specifically, she loved being a first-grade teacher. She would tell us that she loved teaching children to read more than anything. Reading was our mother's passion. She went back to school to earn a master's degree in reading while working at the Kennedy and raising her 3 young children. Our home was filled with books, and you could find us, her children, reading at any given time, reading and playing school. Our childhood home basement was set up like a schoolroom with a chalkboard. And in the 70s, that was a very big thing, to have a chalkboard. Our mother's passion for being a teacher overflowed into our lives, and that was a wonderful gift. In Mrs. Winthrop's classroom, a homemade papier-mâché Snoopy welcomed you in, and a birthday box filled with goodies awaited a young student celebration. Her room was welcoming, but it was also very strict. A star chart hung on the wall marking a child's progress, and the ABCs hung above the chalkboards with her original drawings. A for alligator, B for balloon, and so on. She loved an orderly classroom, and her students' success was proof that her teaching style worked. Now, what our mother did not enjoy was sports. This year's recipient mentioned their challenges throughout their time at Canton High School, ending with a trip to the state championship for volleyball. Mrs. Winthrop would be very proud. She would have admired your strength and your determination, but most likely, she would not have attended. As I mentioned earlier, you are 1 degree separated from our mother. I want to add, you are also 1 degree separated from my youngest son, and I found that out today because of social media. That is because our mother is very well known in Canton, and I am certain that someone here at the Kennedy, at the Galvin, or at the high school knows our mother. You and you as well will be 1 degree separated from most of the citizens of Canton. Or maybe you already are after organizing the Champions of Wellness road race. You and our mother will always be known around town as someone who did good for the people around me. Those are your words. In closing, I would like to mention that Mrs. Winthrop loved dressing up as a witch for Halloween for her students, not as a princess. Caitlin Bigham, there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to be a princess. You get to make the rules while wearing sparkles, and there is nothing wrong with that.
The Joanna Allison Connors Memorial Scholarship is presented by members of the Connors family.
Hello and welcome to the class of 2024. I am the mother of Joanna Allison Connors, and she died in 1981 of an unknown virus when she was 3 years and 10 days old. And she was a child who had an incredible temper, an incredible persistence, and she learned how to walk and talk like very, very early. So we thought she was brilliant, beautiful, stubborn, and wonderful. Just like you are beautiful, brilliant, wonderful. And we appreciate the opportunity to really think about her each year as we give this scholarship. We have been giving this scholarship since 1982. So Joanna would be a middle-aged lady by now instead of a 3-year-old. And we know that she would have really appreciated knowing you. Thank you. And here is my son, Jeff Connors.
Thank you, Mom. It was obviously hard and challenging for our family when that tragedy occurred, but it was people in the town that really helped to get us through it, including my first grade teacher, Mrs. Winthrop. Who also taught my 2 sisters. I remember the witch, I remember the alligator. I remember her being more nice than strict most of the time, but it was turned out okay. The Herzog family, Shari taught members of my family piano and guitar, and we were very fond of Bud, but it was really people in the town that got us through our hard times. So when we were looking through some of those awesome essays that y'all wrote, we were trying to find people that really stood out, that maybe overcame some adversity, that pushed through tough times. And let's face it, with COVID that everybody went through, that sucked for everybody, and everybody had to overcome a little something, and it's turned out that you're all graduating and moving on right now. But we really try to find people that were kind to others as well, and that are treating people the right way, and that we feel are going to go do good things in college and beyond. So we are very happy to award these scholarships to Nick Ruggieri, Abby Silvasi, and John Flaherty.
The Friends of Doc Leveralt Scholarship is presented by Matt Aslin and Mary Leveralt.
Thank you. Congratulations to everyone. There are many things that my father-in-law, Dr. Richard Leveralt, was passionate about. His children, his lovely wife, scratch tickets, Cold Coors Lights, the Red Sox, and his Canton Bulldogs. One of the greatest passions also included education and community service. He began his career as a middle school math teacher, yet ironically his patience for teaching math never extended to his own children. My wife, who couldn't be here tonight, always said she remembered him distinctly shouting, "I don't know how you don't get this. It's math, it's easy." And it was always a struggle teaching math at home. He later decided to pursue medical school and began a long and successful career as a family physician here in Canton. As a physician, he still continued to teach and dedicated himself to education and community endeavors. As a family, we have great pride in his career and are thrilled to present these scholarships in his honor. The 2024 Friends of Doc Leveralt Scholarship winners are Lila Kennedy and Colin Blake.
The Scott M. Herr Memorial Foundation Scholarship and the Canton Little League Scholarship will be presented by Joe Herr and Charlene Nikoas.
Good evening. Tonight we will be awarding 4 scholarships in memory of my brother, Scott Herr, who was a 2009 graduate of Canton High School. He lost his life 6 months after his graduation following his first semester at Northeastern University. While a student here at Canton High, he was a member of both the varsity baseball and varsity hockey team. He was a member of the National Honor Society and the first male recipient of the Paul Matthews Cup for exceptional academics, athletics, and community service. He is most remembered as being a good classmate, a good teammate, and a good citizen of Canton's community. It is in this spirit that we select tonight's scholarship winners: Victoria Carr, Owen Lane, Brandon Torgey, and Julia Wilkinson. And the recipient of the Scott Herr Memorial Canton Little League Scholarship is Nicholas Gillis.
This concludes our first round of presenters. Let's thank them, and you can exit stage left. Will the presenters for the following scholarships please join us up on stage? The Haywood C. Sullivan Memorial Scholarship, the Knights of Columbus Scholarships, the American Association of University of Women, the Reisfelder Group Scholarship, the Anthony Maffey Memorial Scholarship, the Jimmy Pascal Memorial Scholarship, the Shane M. Cabino Memorial Scholarship, the Joseph F. Donnelly Memorial Scholarship, the Canton Historical Society Paul Micciarone Memorial Scholarship, the Trinity Episcopal Church of Canton Scholarship, and the Congregation of B'nai Tikva Scholarship. Will the following students please line up to the side of the stage? Vanessa Crowley, Diana Zahako, Kevin LaBelle, Kelsey DeLello, Keely Harney, Owen Lane, Liana Camille, Charlie Zach, Julia Donovan, Charles Smith, Alexa Gordon, Brian Middleton, Brendan Clegg, Disha Nyack, Patrick Drury, Olivia Hickey, Brendan Torgi, Margaret Daly, Harrison Feldman, Michaela Costello, Anna Popoulos, Marcia Kolakithis, and Owen Lane. Mark Sullivan will present the Haywood C. Sullivan Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming, and staff, and thank you all for handling everything. I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here. I try to get up from Florida about every 5 or 6 years to attend. What a special night it is for Canton High. Students, you don't realize the importance you have and what you take with you throughout the rest of your academic career and throughout your life. People all over the United States pulling for Canton High. We're very proud of you, and each one of the recipients tonight, congratulations. Haywood Sullivan Scholarship. My name is Mark Sullivan, proud graduate of 1976. Very active class, continue to stay active throughout every year. Very proud of 76. We try to do as much as we can for Canton High. And my brother, my sister, myself are honored to give a scholarship in my dad's name, Haywood Sullivan. And the big thing about this scholarship, it's somebody who might not have done something perfect, but they did a lot of things really, really good. Maybe weren't the top of the class, maybe they weren't top of the athlete, but they did a lot of things really good. And that's what my dad did. He took something from a little small town in Dothan, Alabama, and worked his way up the ladder. And we're so proud of what one person can do, and that's what we hope that each one of you can do as you move up in your career. The recipient of the 2024 Haywood C. Scholarship is Leanna Camille.
The Knights of Columbus scholarships are presented by Paul Sicardo.
Good evening. Paul Sicardo, the Community Director of Father Flatley 2095 Knights of Columbus. This year, we reviewed the scholarship applications that we have received. We were very impressed with the clear dedication of you, the students of Canton High School, to service to others in your community. This clearly reflects on you, the graduating seniors, but also on your parents, as well as the teachers, the staff, and the Canton Public School system. Each year, Father Flatley Council of the Knights of Columbus awards memorial scholarships that have been generously funded by the families of deceased members of our council. These are alphabetical by family name. The Anthony Alamio Memorial Scholarship, the Howard T. Chase Memorial Scholarship, the Thomas J. Lane Senior Interscholastic Athletic Memorial Scholarship, and the Paulo Hara Memorial Scholarship. This evening, I have the honor to present the following scholarships to the members of the Canton High School class of 2024. The Anthony Alamo Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Keely Hani. The 2024 Howard T. Chase Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Kelsey DeLello. The next one is the 2024 Paul E. O'Hara Memorial Scholarship awarded to Kevin LaBelle. The next one, the Thomas J. Lane Senior Memorial Scholarship, differs a little slightly from the others in that it is awarded preferentially to a student who has also excelled in interscholastic athletics. This year is awarded to Owen Lane, who is the great-grandson of Thomas J. Lane Sr. I would like to personally wish everybody a bright future, good health, abundance and prosperity, whatever you do for the rest of your life. Good luck.
The American Association of the University of Women, Elaine Lovett and Mary Beth McIntyre.
Well, in 1969, the Canton branch of the American Association of University Women gave its first scholarship out to a deserving high school senior. We award on merit, we award on need, you must be going to a 4-year college, and you also need to be a resident of Canton. And I say that because some of our members are residents of other cities and towns. Tonight, we'll be handing out 2 scholarships to deserving Canton seniors. And we had just under 50 applications to choose from, and the job was difficult to narrow down, but we could only select 2. Before I go any further, I will mention that the money that we give out year after year is raised by this group, and it takes some hard work and fundraising in order to supply the funds for the scholarship year after year. So I'm looking to these students in front of me to hopefully join clubs in the future, wherever you may land, and support either your high school, your college, your community, because that's how things like this continue. So, that being said, I'll get to my job at hand. Both of these students have excelled in their classwork at Canton High School, along with time spent in their community service activities. The first recipient will be pursuing a career involved in design making, and will be attending Wentworth Institute of Technology to major in civil engineering. Would Diana Zaheko please join us on stage? And I have with me Mary Beth McIntyre, because our second scholarship this evening, also an AAUW scholarship, is in memory of Mary Beth's mom. Mary Ann Sullivan was a member and past president of the Canton branch of AAUW before her passing, and she passed last summer. Mary Ann felt very strongly about the importance of education, thus the Memorial Scholarship in her honor. Mary Ann's major in college was chemistry, and she pursued a career testing consumer products in a laboratory setting. Mary Beth has joined us tonight to hand out the scholarship to a student who will be studying science while pursuing a major in nursing at Boston College. If Vanessa Crowley could please join us.
The Reisfelder Group Scholarship will be presented by Britta Reisfelder.
Good evening. Congratulations, class of 2024. My name is Britta Reisfelder, and I'm honored to be here and partner with the Prone Family Foundation, giving out 2 $2,500 scholarships. Each year we ask the students to write, "Why am I proud to grow up in Canton?" We got so many great stories from your class. Each student wrote up to 500 words on why Canton was special to them. I'd like to share a few things that they said. Canton supports their own. Canton grows athletes who can win or lose with dignity. Canton School prepares us for the future. I am so proud to be part of this wonderful small town, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I feel fortunate to have grown up in such a supportive, connected community. While I'll be headed to Worcester in the fall, I'll take the lessons and memories I have from Canton with me. The scholarships this year go to Charlie Zach and Charles Smith.
The Anthony Maffey Memorial Scholarship is presented by Bob, Lisa, and Austin Maffey. They will also present the Canton Little League Anthony Maffey Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. Congratulations to all of you. The Anthony Maffey Memorial Scholarship was created by our family to honor our son, Anthony, and to recognize and support an aspiring nurse. Anthony was a 2014 graduate of Canton High School and went on to Curry College to pursue his passion, a Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing. He worked part-time as a certified nursing assistant at Beth Israel Milton Hospital, and it was there he found the meaning of being called to be a nurse. His patients loved him, excuse me, and he thrived being in service to others. On January 4th, 2019, Anthony died tragically of SUDEP, sudden, unexpected death in epilepsy. He left this world giving life the very best he had to offer. Through this scholarship, we continue Anthony's legacy of love and compassion, not only for his patients, but for everyone who was lucky enough to know him. This year, we are honored to present the 6th annual Anthony Maffey Memorial Scholarship to Julia Donovan.
I'd like to
We're also going to present the Canton Little League Baseball and Softball Scholarship, and the Anthony Maffey Memorial goes to Alexa Gordon.
The Jimmy Pascal Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Jim Pascal.
Good evening. I'm here to present the Jimmy Pascal Memorial Scholarship in honor of my son, Jimmy. First, congratulations to all the scholarship recipients here tonight. Let me tell you a little about my son and the meaning behind the scholarship. Jimmy was one of a kind, as we say, and was a very hard-working and genuine young man. He was a 2011 graduate of Canton High School. He played lacrosse, hockey, and ran cross country. He was the captain of the cross country team. He was also prom king and even received the superlative of best personality in his graduating class. However, it was not always easy for him to gain these achievements. He had to battle through adversity in his high school years. For starters, when he was only a freshman, a severe concussion led to the discovery of a brain tumor. But sure enough, he worked hard and bounced back for lacrosse, all while maintaining a good academic standing and usually with a smile on his face. When life knocks you down, it's important to get back up. Jimmy did just that. Jimmy really thrived doing physical work and being outdoors. He had a passion for woodwork and other hands-on activities. In fact, he helped build one of the trophy cases that is in the lobby of Canton High today. He also loved skiing, riding his dirt bike, fishing, and yard work. Jimmy touched the lives of everyone he met. He loved life in the town of Canton. It's only fitting that a scholarship for a Canton High School student be part of continuing his legacy. Excuse me. Our family has read through every application, and we're truly impressed by the perseverance of each and every one of you. If we could have awarded everyone, we would have. With all that being said, it's my honor to award the Jimmy Pascal Scholarship to the following people: Olivia Hickey, Patrick Drury, and Disha Nayak. Yeah.
Sorry, congratulations. Olivia? Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations, Patrick.
The Shane M. Cabino Memorial Scholarship is presented by Melissa Cabino.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, in the class of 2024. My name is Melissa Cabino Chapanis. I am here to award two $1,000 scholarships to Canton High School 2024 graduates in the name of my brother, Lance Corporal Shane Cabino. Shane was a 2004 graduate of Canton High School. Shane enlisted in the Marine Corps and left for boot camp shortly after graduation. On October 6, 2005, Shane was killed while conducting combat operations near Al-Qama, Iraq. In establishing the scholarship, Shane's friends and family hope to keep his memory alive. It is our hope to give back to the graduates of Canton High School and the community that supported us during such a difficult time. The following 2024 Canton High School graduates have been selected: Brian Middleton and Brendan Clegg.
The Joseph F. Donnelly Memorial Scholarship is presented by Janet and Joanna Donnelly.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joanna D'Agostino. I am Joe Donnelly's daughter. This is my mother, Janet Donnelly. And tonight, we have two of my children, Joe's granddaughters, who are here to help us present the Joseph F. Donnelly Memorial Scholarship. We're going to try to bend this microphone down far.
Our grandfather, Joe Donnelly, whom we called Pop, was dedicated to the hockey community in Canton for over 20 years, serving as the Canton cable play-by-play announcer for the Canton High School boys and girls hockey teams, coaching teams and serving as a Canton youth hockey president for several years, and even working at the Canton Ice House after his retirement. He loved hockey, playing it, watching it, talking about it, and getting to know all of the players.
6.5 years ago, our Pop died at the hockey rink suddenly. Our family and the hockey community were devastated by this loss. We established the scholarship in his name to honor what Joe felt was most important to being an athlete, and that is character. While Joe appreciated the skill required for hockey, he believed that an athlete's character held far greater value. Integrity, humility, and the willingness to help others were qualities he admired and that he himself had.
We had a number of truly wonderful applicants. The choice was hard. We have chosen two students who we think conveyed those exact traits that Catherine just mentioned. And so this year, the Joseph F. Donnelly Memorial Scholarship is awarded to
Maggie Daly
and Brendan Torgy.
The Canton Historical Society Paul Micciarone Memorial Scholarship is presented by Elena Gillespie and Peter Bright.
Me tonight. Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. Yes, I'm here to present the Canton Historical Society Paul Micciarone Memorial Scholarship. It's the first time for this scholarship. As they said, my name is Elena Gillespie. I'm treasurer of Canton Historical Society, but I'm also the wife of Paul Micciarone, who passed away last fall after a lengthy battle with an autoimmune disease. The scholarship was put together and obviously in memorial to Paul. Paul was a lifelong Canton resident. He was a Canton High School graduate. He served on the Historical Commission for many years, and he served as president of the Canton Historical Society for many years. The scholarship was intended to recognize his passion for history, his contributions to the town, his dedication to the town, and his unwavering love to his town. The idea behind this scholarship was to honor somebody who shared his values, hoping that that individual would carry those values through their educational journey as well as their lifelong journey. And with that, I'd just like to present to Michaela Costello.
The congregation B'nai Tikva Scholarship is presented by Rabbi Lisa Feld.
So the B'nai Tikva Scholarship goes each year to someone who is an outstanding school citizen and member of our community. B'nai Tikva holds with the key Jewish value of tikkun olam, repairing the world. It's the recognition that our world is broken, and it is up to each of us to find the pieces that are uniquely ours to repair and make better. And this year's award recipient has had no trouble finding pieces of the world to make better and rolling up his sleeves and getting to work. He founded and has been leader of the Jewish Youth Action Committee, and through that organization has arranged for a speaker on substance use disorder at the local middle school and a successful clothing recycling bin initiative. He has done work tutoring and mentoring other students in math and computer coding, and just embodies that value of tikkun olam. And so as you go out in the world, may you continue to build communities and foster kindness, and may you go from strength to strength. Harrison Feldman, please come forward. Congratulations.
The Trinity Episcopal Church of Canton Scholarship is presented by Reverend Rachel Wildman.
Are there 4 still there? 3? Okay. Trinity Church is, of course, a community concerned with making the world a better place, and the language we use is making it closer to what God intends it to look like. And a few years ago, we wanted to be able to support others who wish to do the same, regardless of whether they do that as part of a faith tradition or not. And so the vehicles that we chose for that were twofold. First was scholarship money to young adults pursuing any form of higher education, and 2, the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. So over the past few years, we've chosen 2 or 3 Millennium Development Goals each year for student applicants to address in their scholarship application. This year, they were number 4, quality education, number 12, responsible production and consumption, or number 16, peace and justice. We had so many applications this year and a very, very difficult time choosing our 4 eventual winners. Each was amazing. We are so very grateful for the time, attention, care, concern, and excellence that each of the applicants put into their application. Our winners this year are 4-fold. The first wrote of her dedicated work across her high school years and her continuing plans, both in her continued studies and across her future, to improve access to quality education. The second wrote of his deep desire to address the responsible production and consumption goal as an engineering student in his continued studies and career. The third wrote of her passion for increasing access to quality education by addressing the very high costs of education and of all the related societal issues that contribute to barriers. And the fourth wrote of the importance of our earth to him across his life thus far, and the passion it instilled in him to save it by addressing the responsible production and consumption goal. So this year, we congratulate Marcia Kolokathas, Owen Lane, Anna Papoulis, and Charlie Zach.
This concludes our second group of scholarships. Can we please give a round of applause of thanks? Will the presenters for the following scholarships please join us up on stage? The Business Networking International Scholarship, the Elizabeth M., also known as Betty Dieso Memorial Scholarship, the Robert Dieso Memorial Scholarship, the Susan Correro La Rosa Memorial Scholarship, the Canton Lions Club, the Canton Town Club, the Community Club of Canton, the Canton Alliance Against Substance Abuse Scholarship, the Michael J. Gunning Memorial Scholarship, the Thomas J. Gunning Memorial Scholarship, the Silversmith Youth Theater, the Canton Police Association Scholarships, the Canton Youth Soccer Scholarship, the Canton Youth Soccer George Thomas Scholarship, Greg Gray and Gray Scholarship, and the First Parish Unitarian Universalist Church Scholarship. Will the following students please come up to the right side of the stage? Derek Last, Lanaya Pete, Mohith Arugalu, Margaret McCready, Vanessa Crowley, Miley Lebowitz, Lauren Shatkin, Anika Valori, Jamie Luck, Devin Libby, Adine Feeney, Abigail Silvasi, Amelia Chen, Colin Blake, Margaret Daly, Austin DiBiasio, Owen Lane, Mark McDonough, Brian Middleton, Leah Factor, Gavin Dimash, Lauren Shatkin. The first scholarship will be the Business Networking International Scholarship presented by Alexis Kimball.
Good evening. I'm Alexis Kimball, and I'm the president of the Canton BNI chapter, which is an international business networking group, Canton being one of the largest in the Boston area, and it's a bunch of local business owners who come together to support one another. We had some terrific essays by the student of the Canton class of 2024, and we're excited to present this year's scholarship to Mohith Arugalu for your dedication and your respect to commitment in many activities with Work School and the work that you plan on doing for creating financial literacy programs to help marginalized communities. Thank you very much.
The next two scholarships will be presented by Donna Schleicher, and that's the Elizabeth Diesso Memorial Scholarship and the Robert Diesso Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening to all. My name is Donna Diesso Schleicher, and I'm here on behalf of the Diesso family to present two scholarships. One is in memory of my mother, Elizabeth Betty Diesso. This is the 24th time we will present this award. This is a very bittersweet evening for our family. On October 6, 2023, after a short illness, we lost my dad. He was an amazing person, and I, along with my two younger brothers and two younger sisters, got to call him Dad. He was 98 years, 8 months, and 6 days old. Some of you, if you have older students, may have remembered him because he always had a good joke. Standing before you in this auditorium, I am reminded of my own graduation. I was sitting exactly where you are. It seems sometimes like yesterday, but I graduated from here in 1971, a long time ago. Time will pass quickly. Be aware of this. Take the time to live each moment and make the most of each and every day. This auditorium holds many happy memories for me. As a student, I was here, attended assemblies, watched performances, participated in celebrations. As time passed, my 4 siblings followed. The next generation included 7 of my parents' grandchildren, and in the fall of 2023, the 3rd generation of Diesso descendants began attending the Canton Public Schools. So who was Elizabeth Diesso? She was everything to all of us. My mother was a truly amazing woman. As the oldest of 5, I had the opportunity to watch her handle and conquer many challenges. My mother juggled so many things at once and never seemed to get frazzled or bothered. She was a shining example to all who knew her. Education was very important to my mom. Although she did not go to a 4-year college, she attended a secretarial school in Boston and became a very successful person, being promoted to the executive assistant to the president of the company. Now, I'm sure you're wondering about my dad, Bob Diesso. He was a truly incredible man. He was the youngest of 3 children. He was a great athlete, and thanks to my grandmother, a good student. World War II was in full swing by the time my dad was a senior in high school. Since he turned 18 in January of his senior year, he wanted to quit high school and enlist in the Navy. My grandmother insisted he'd finish high school and then enlist. Since my father was colorblind, however, he was unable to pass the Navy physical and enlisted in the Army. He spent time overseas, mostly in France. He never spoke much about the war, and now I really understand why. When he returned home, he began his studies at Boston College. He was a member of the graduating class of 1950. He dedicated his life to his country, his faith, and continued his lifetime through his involvement with the Veterans Council and the Canton Honor Society. My dad was firm, fair, and filled with integrity. My parents instilled in each of us the importance of a good education. This meant something different to each of us. My mom and my dad always encouraged us, first by their example and then by their ability to treat each of us as unique individuals. 3 of us attended and graduated from 4-year colleges. The other 2 attended different programs that suited them in their dreams. All 5 of us are Canton High School graduates, and it's hard to imagine, but my youngest brother will join the retirement community the first week of June. Every one of us has had successful and wonderful careers. I'd like to end this speech with the last words my father spoke to me shortly before he passed last fall. Remember to love each other and always be good to one another. The Diesso family wishes each and every one of you success in your future endeavors. With great pleasure, I would like to present the 24th Annual Elizabeth Diesso Scholarship to Linnea Pete. You're welcome. Congratulations. And I would like to present the first annual Robert Diesso Scholarship to Derek Last. Congratulations.
The Susan Carraro La Rosa Memorial Scholarship is presented by Emily La Rosa.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say congrats to the class of 2024. Usually we pick 2 people for this scholarship, but I can say we were thoroughly impressed and we couldn't narrow it down, so we decided to pick 3 instead, so congratulations to all of you. The Susan Carraro Memorial Scholarship is dedicated to my mom, Sue. She was a proud Canton grad, and she was on the varsity field hockey team where she played goalie alongside her friends Kelly and Chrissy, who coach the team now. When my mom graduated, she knew that college wasn't really for her, and so while most of her friends were gearing up to go to school, she was getting herself into the military, but more specifically the Marines. And I tried to think of myself when I was 18, and I know that I could never do that, but she did. And even though she didn't go to college and she knew nothing about college when it was my time to go, she made sure she did everything she could to support me to get there. And when we realized that the school that I wanted to go to was a school that was far out of my price range, she did everything she could to make sure I got there, and I did. And I can definitely say that was the best 4 years that I've had. Unfortunately, though, my mom wasn't able to watch me walk across the stage because during my junior year, she lost a long battle with depression. And as tough as she was as a Marine, she just couldn't win the battle going on in her head. So I read through all these scholarships, and I saw a lot of people pointing to their need to want to help people with mental health, also their own struggles. And so the scholarship recipients are going to people who showed great care for that. So congratulations to Miley Lebowitz, Maggie McCready, and Vanessa Crowley.
The Canton Lions Club Scholarship is presented by Alan Rappaport.
Congratulations to the students who are graduating, class of 2024. I graduated in 1978, Nancy Levine with me, class of 1980. You know, tonight is one of the nicest nights ever to come to this auditorium, to hear the stories of these families. It just brings a tear to, you know, many of us, but, you know, through adversity, you know, they want you to have the best life as possible. I'm the president of the Lions Club. We've been in existence for 60 years. We're looking for active members, so consider doing community service, the parents of the students. Tonight, we're proud to announce a $1,000 scholarship.
To Lauren Shankin.
The Canton Town Club Scholarship is presented by John McCourt and Tim Bacon.
Good evening, everybody, and congratulations, class of 2024. It's an honor to be here this evening representing the Canton Town Club with my fellow member and scholarship chair, Tim Bacon. These scholarships are given in honor of our members who are no longer with us, who valued our belief in community, tradition, and charity. Since the 1970s, the Town Club has been given awarding scholarships to Canton High graduates. During the year, through fundraisers and generosity of our members, we raised money for these scholarships. I'd like to thank all our members for their hard work and continued support, allowing us to continue with these awards year after year. This year's scholarships are in honor of members Paul Conley and Greg Picozzi. The following individuals are our 2024 Canton Town Club Scholarship recipients: Colin Paul Blake, Margaret Daly, Austin DiBiaso, Owen Lane, Mark McDonough, and Brian Middleton. Congratulations again.
The Community Club of Canton scholarships are presented by Lisa Lopez.
Good evening, class of 24. Congratulations to you and to your parents. And I'm delighted to announce the winners of 6 scholarships awarded to high school seniors by the Canton Community Club, which is one of the oldest clubs of Canton women dedicated to community service. Just of note, we have also awarded a 7th scholarship to a student at Blue Hills Regional High School. I feel compelled to share that it was a personal honor to read each of the more than 40 applications. They were uniformly very well written, and some applicants were genuinely exceptional writers. And this speaks very well of the quality of our school system here in Canton. Moreover, each application struck me as profoundly honest and heartfelt, with vulnerability and humility, speaking about their values and their life experiences. Reading them made me proud to say that I come from Canton, where these young people were raised and educated. They all gave me confidence in the next generation of leaders who care about their families and about their community. So before I announce the 6 recipients, please accept my apologies if I mispronounce any of your names. Aideen Feeney, Anika Valeri, Devin Rainey Libby, Jamie Luke, Amelia Chien, and Abigail Silvassi. Aideen?
The Canton Alliance Against Substance Abuse Scholarship will be presented by Izzy Nolan.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2024. There were some fantastic applications, making it a very hard decision for the Canton Alliance Against Substance Abuse. So the Canton Alliance Against Substance Abuse, or CASA, is a community group mobilized to reduce and prevent drug and alcohol misuse. This year, we asked applicants to respond to a specific issue about addiction or mental health. We want to say thank you to everyone for applying. We know all of these students will do great things moving forward. We are pleased to award 2 $1,000 scholarships to the following individuals. Leah Factor, she was chosen for her dedication to mental health initiatives in the community, and Gavin DeMonch, who was chosen for his leadership and dedication to substance use prevention in the community.
Will the following students please line up to the right of the stage? Nicholas Gillis, Vanessa Crowley, Lauren Shatkin, Devin Spinelli, Brendan Torgi, Rachel Pereira, Devin Libby, Abigail Silvasi, Brian Middleton, Anna Lahane, Colin Blake, Kelsey Albert, Matthew DeVito, Ava Gilmore, Michaela Costello, Hennessy Castillo Lopez, Caitlin Bolger, and Nicholas Ruggieri. The Michael J. Gunning Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Diane Wright.
Hello, you guys can hear me okay? I'm Diane Wright. I'm here with my mom tonight, my sister-in-law who'll be giving out my brother, another brother's scholarship. And it's an honor to be here. It goes without say, like so many people mentioned tonight, the community that we live in is amazing. You probably wouldn't even take it for granted like I did for many years. I thank the community, the scholarship committee for allowing us to be here. Our family suffered 2 devastating losses over the years, and it was the people that are sitting here in this room, my neighbors and friends and people that we met along the years that got us through those losses. So this is just a small way of being able to give back and say thank you. Most of you never knew my brother Mike. He was one of the good ones, gone too soon. Like most of you graduates sitting here, he went to the Luce, went to the Galvin, he played Pop Warner, youth hockey, Canton Little League. He didn't go to Canton High, he did go to Severian, and I feel at Severian he kind of blossomed. He kind of excelled at what he did, whether it was academically or socially. He was just sort of that kid that he did well. I think that sort of paved his way into attending the West Point, the military academy. For most kids, it's not a transition, an easy transition to go into the military school, but he did it with ease. It wasn't until about 8 years ago, my mom and I were invited to his 20th reunion that after a memorial service we had met so many of his classmates that told us stories about my brother, about how they wouldn't have graduated West Point if it wasn't for him, whether it was a funny story that he told them during boot camp or studying or tutoring or whatever it was. These people had mentioned that they would not have gotten through West Point if it wasn't for him. And it's funny because we never met these people, we never heard these stories, and I feel like that's just a true example. It speaks volume of my brother because he did it just because. He didn't do it for the recognition, right? Sadly, he died 4 months after graduating from West Point, and I do this every year, but it doesn't get that much easier. I feel like it's important to mention how my brother died without sounding so preachy, but my brother and 2 friends were walking across the street and were hit by someone that was driving under the influence of alcohol. We all know, you've been hearing it forever and a day, like not to drink and drive. Parents, everybody has been telling you that for years. And it seriously is that simple because my brother lost his life. His 2 friends had lifelong injuries that they still are dealing with today. And it's just a constant reminder of just not to drink and drive. But like I said earlier, thanks to the community we live in, we got through it. It changed my mom's life, my dad's, my whole family, and it took my brother's life. I do want to just say thankful for the community we're in, and I've witnessed some great friendships, and I'm just thankful for all that. And the people sitting next to you right now in your graduating class will always be there for you, whether you know it or not. It's just lifelong friendships that you have. Reading the essays, it's heartwarming. I love it. I love sharing that you guys share your story with us. It's definitely not easy. But this year, one that stuck out to our family was Nick Gillis. So I just want to congratulate Nick for the Michael Gunning Scholarship.
The Thomas J. Gunning Memorial Scholarship is presented by Kristen Gunning.
Good evening and congratulations to all the graduates. I'd like to thank all of you who wrote essays for the scholarship. Each year, it gets harder to choose a recipient. So few students know Tom or even have a personal relationship with him anymore. But I'm still surprised to hear something he may have said or something he did to impact your lives. All of the students receiving these scholarships had heartwarming and fond memories of Tom. Although it never gets any easier to do this, the remembrances honor the wonderful husband, father, son, brother, friend, and coach that Tom was. I'm happy to give these scholarships this year to Lauren Shatkin, Devin Spinelli, Vanessa Crowley, and Brendan Torgy.
The Silversmith Youth Theater Scholarship is presented by Brian Vogel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to the class of 2024. My name is Brian Vogel, and I'm the president of Silversmith Youth Theater Company. I am honored to be here tonight to present scholarships to two outstanding students who have shown exceptional talent, dedication, and potential in the theater arts, both in the technical and performing aspects of theater. This award is sponsored by our Canton-based Youth Theater Company, which is committed to sponsoring, nurturing, and the next generation of theater artists. Theater is more than entertainment. It is a powerful medium that teaches empathy, communication, and critical thinking. It allows us to explore different perspectives, to challenge our preconceptions, and to express our humanity in the purest form. By supporting theater scholarships, we are investing in a discipline that shapes confident, creative, and collaborative individuals. We received many applications from talented and deserving students. It was a difficult decision to choose our two recipients. However, after careful deliberation, we have selected two students who impressed us with their outstanding achievements, experiences, and goals in theater. These students have participated in many productions, both here in school and with Silversmith itself. As a performer, lighting designer, stagehand, and countless other aspects of theater. They have shown passion for theater, a commitment to learning and growing as a theater artist. They have both provided leadership for our younger members and have helped to instill a message of inclusivity and have helped to nurture our environment that supports a safe space for our community. They have also expressed a clear vision of their future goals and how this award will help them pursue those goals. Please join me in congratulating Devin Libby and Rachel Pereira for this well-deserved award.
The Canton Police Association scholarships will be presented by Officer Ensley Cotard.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2024. I first want to thank the members of the Canton Public School Committee, the Office of the Superintendent, and members of Central Office Administration, Canton Public Schools front office staff, and administration team at Canton High School, and the guidance department at Canton High School for organizing this event. I'm speaking on behalf of the men and women who represent the Canton Police Association. Tonight I have the honor and privilege of presenting 6 class of 2024 graduates with the Canton Police Association Scholarship. Tonight's universities that these recipients will be attending include the University of New Hampshire, The Ohio State University, St. Andrews College, Merrimack College, and the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. Please help me in congratulation and welcome the following class of 2024's recipients of the Canton Police Officers Association. Ms. Kelsey Albert, Mr. Colin Blake, Ms. Anna Lehan, Ms. Abigail Silvasi, Mr. Brendan Torgy, and Mr. Brian Middleton.
The Canton Youth Soccer Scholarship is presented by Craig Kowalski.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Craig Kowalski. I'm the president of Canton Youth Soccer. And annually, we give out 5 scholarships. We give a $5,000 George Thomas Memorial Scholarship, and I'm going to hand it over to Marissa Thomas in a minute to award that scholarship. We also give out 4 $1,000 scholarships as well. One is going to a Blue Hills student, so I'm sorry, there's one less here for Canton High. But these scholarships recognize the hard work and dedication that these young men and women have given to Canton Youth Soccer. I know them personally. They were players at Canton Youth Soccer. They are refereeing every weekend and sometimes on the weeknights for makeup games. They are teaching our young campers at soccer camps. They're just wonderful people. I'm so proud that we're going to be able to award these awards to them tonight. But I'm going to hand it over now to Marissa to talk about the George Thomas Scholarship.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2024. I'd like to thank the Canton Youth Soccer Association, Canton Public Schools, and Coach Danny Erickson for continuing to honor my husband with this scholarship. George passed away suddenly from a genetic condition that caused severe coronary artery disease at the age of 38. You would never know. He never complained about anything. He lived his life full of joy and the love for his kids, for me, for his family, and his friends. George was love. Love is what he saw, what he felt, and what he absorbed every day of his short life. Our grief is constant. You see, grief is really just love with nowhere to go. And love, unlike time, will never run out. Because love, unlike time, is eternal. The constant outpouring of support we have received from the Canton community over the last 3 years is simply beautiful and has literally kept me moving forward. I strive to keep George's legacy alive every day by saying his name, telling stories about him, and giving back to the community in his honor. In 2022, the Canton Youth Soccer Association established the George Thomas IV Scholarship, which embodies teamwork, dedication, compassion, resilience, leadership, being respectful, and of course, passion, just like my husband, George Thomas. I fell in love with George at Wheaton College, watching him play soccer as the center midfield for an outstanding team. He was a true leader to his teammates on and off the field. He was a mentor to freshmen, devoted and committed at any moment, just like he was a father, a coach, and a friend. His love for soccer started when he was a child, with his dad, his family, and Coach Danny Erickson as a mentor and a cheering squad for him. I am proud of his accomplishments. Just to name a few, he was the 7th all-time leading scorer, the leading scorer on the first ever Hockomock championship team, 2-time All-Hawk All-Star, and coming back to be the assistant coach of Canton High varsity team. The team won 5 league titles in 9 seasons. Probably my most favorite memory was watching George coach our son, Georgie, in preschool and in kindergarten for Canton Youth Soccer. The joy on the kids' faces. My husband created an atmosphere of complete, organized fun while working on basic soccer skills. I watched him teach the kids about the importance of teamwork and being kind to others. The season ended with a child handing him a homemade card saying thank you, which I still have today, and a big smile on my husband's face. I will hold this memory in my heart forever. We will continue to proudly tell stories of our greatest of all time to my 3 beautiful gifts, Georgie, Holland, and James, and our Canton community. Eventually, my 3 little ones will be up here helping me give out this scholarship in the years ahead. The George Thomas IV Canton Youth Scholarship is going to a very deserving man. This young man started playing soccer at the age of 5 for the town of Canton. He was a standout player for Canton High School. He is committed to Canton Youth Soccer as a longtime referee, also donating his time to provide private goalkeeping sessions for youth players. He expressed how there's no I in team. It's not about him or about someone else, but all of us together. He is a team player, a leader, going above and beyond for his classmates, his teammates, and his community. He has walked through life so far, never looking for the spotlight, instead expressing that his team is his family, just like my husband did. This year's scholarship goes to Nicholas Ruggieri.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you. The other three Canton Youth Soccer scholarships are going to go to Michaela Costello, Ava Gilmore, and Matthew DeVito.
The Gray, Gray, and Gray Scholarship is presented by Rita Senier Coletti.
Thank you so much. Since 1945, Gray, Gray, and Gray has been providing tax, audit, and consulting regionally in Massachusetts and within the United States. The Gray, Gray, and Gray Scholarship is presented to the outstanding student at Canton High School who will be attending a 4-year college and majoring in accounting. We would also like to continue communication with the scholarship recipient, and in their junior year, we would like to extend an invitation for them to interview for an internship with Gray, Gray, and Gray in the hopes that as a rising senior in college that they will accept an offer of employment at Gray, Gray, and Gray. We are so fortunate. This is our 5th year providing a scholarship to Canton High School. And back in 2020, a recipient of the scholarship, Chris Rhoda, received our scholarship. And last year he interned with us, and I'm happy to announce that he will be accepting an offer and starting to work for us next month. So we would really like to follow the student throughout their academic career in college. And this year, the $2,000 Gray, Gray, and Gray Scholarship will be going to Caitlin Bolger.
The First Parish Unitarian Universalist Church Scholarship is presented by David Biggers.
Good evening. I'm here as a long-term member of the congregation at First Parish Unitarian Universalist in Canton. The First Parish congregation has been meeting for more than 300 years, and for the last 200 years we've gathered in the historic church with the yellow doors and the beautiful refurbished steeple just down here on Washington Street. At First Parish, music is a large and vital part of our congregation's spiritual practice, and not just traditional hymns, but music from Bach to Broadway, Americana, and beyond, for both singers and instrumentalists alike. About 20 years ago, we were very fortunate to be able to hire our choir director and music director, Jim Schubet, excuse me. And he's just been an incredible example of someone who's perfected his art. I consider him to be almost a world-class classical pianist, but he can play all kinds of music and accompaniments. So anyway, it was his idea to start the scholarship. Each year, to support young performers in our community, we hold a special collection to encourage them along that path. This will, I believe, be the 6th year that we've offered the Performing Arts Scholarship at Canton High School. The scholarship tonight will go to a graduating senior who is planning to major in the performing arts in college. We are happy to award a Performing Arts Scholarship to an outstanding student who intends to study music at the Berklee College of Music. This year's scholarship goes to Hennessy Castillo Lopez.
This concludes our third group of presenters. If we can give them a round of applause, please. Will the presenters for the following scholarships please come to the front? The Success Express Scholarship, the Matthew Christian Memorial Scholarship, the Canton Youth Football Scholarship, the Organogenesis Incorporated Scholarship, the Matching Donors Scholarship, the Canton Educators Association Future Educator Scholarship, the Don Smith Memorial Scholarship, the Balsamo Memorial Charitable Foundation Scholarship, the Champions of Wellness Scholarship, the Canton Association of Business and Industry, and the James and Beatrice Sala Family Foundation Scholarship. Will the following students please come to the side of the stage? Brendan Torgi, Margaret Dervin, Xavier Francoeur, Julia Wilkinson, Dominic Gray, Regan McDonough, Charles Smith, Kelsey DeLello, Jaden Lamb, Anika Valori, Mohith Arugalu, Jeremiah Preden, Margaret McCready, Charles Zach, Owen Lane, Olivia Hickey, Abby Q, and Amelia Chen. The Success Express Scholarship will be presented by Kim Martell.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2024. Pleased and honored, thank you. Pleased and honored to present the recipient for the Success Express 2024 Scholarship for Outstanding Student. Success Express is a networking group made up of professionals from Canton area businesses and organizations. We received over 60 applications and were very impressed with everyone's qualifications. We selected this recipient as we were very impressed with his academic accomplishments, leadership skills, and extracurricular activities. We want to wish you congratulations and best of luck to you as you continue your journey. He's looking to major in finance and to help work to uplift marginalized communities through financial strategies. Congratulations to Mohith Arugalu.
The Matthew Christian Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Maureen Dickey.
Good evening. I'm here to present the scholarship in memory of Maddie Christian, a 2001 graduate of Canton High School. Maddie was a remarkable young man who accomplished a great deal and inspired many during his time with us. He will always be remembered for looking at everything as an opportunity and not rather than obstacles, sorry. Every day, Maddie showed us power of perseverance. His strength was motivational and a true testament to the limitless accomplishments and you can achieve when failure is not an option. This year's recipients are Maggie McCready and Jeremiah Frieden. He didn't come in? Oh, okay, sorry.
The Canton Youth Football Scholarship is presented by John Levis.
So I had a nice big speech written out for you guys, but it's getting way close to my bedtime. A lot of you guys have known me for a long time. You know this is actually late for me, so I do not turn into a pumpkin Geo. It's kind of the coolest thing I get to do every year is stand up here and give out these scholarships. This year we have 2 recipients. Both kids have played youth football growing up, continued through high school, and they've kind of embodied the whole football is family mentality. They've helped out coaching youth football. They've helped out just fostering the entire football family in Canton. So it's kind of a tough thing to do every year. But this year we picked Owen Lane and Charlie Zach. And this one hits me kind of cool. Owen's actually going to play at the same school I played at next year. So congratulations, boys.
The Organogenesis Scholarship is presented by Alexandra Bilbo.
Hi there. Give me one sec. Organogenesis is a regenerative medicine-focused biotech company. We've been headquartered here in Canton since 1992, so 31 years now. We have sponsored a scholarship for a number of years focused on students interested in the life sciences. The town of Canton has been very good to Organogenesis, and supporting the community is very important to our employees. All applicants were exceptional and deserving, and we received almost twice the amount of applicants than last year. This year's recipient is an amazing student with a very bright future, Miss Anika Valuri. In addition to her impressive resume and outstanding academic achievements, Anika's proven interest in exploring a career in medicine really stood out. We look forward to inviting Anika to our headquarters and supporting her journey in life sciences. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
The Matching Donors Scholarship is presented by Paul Dooley.
The recipient of the Matching Donors Scholarship has been with us as an intern, extern, and quickly became one of our most cherished employees. She helped create and edit our multi-million-dollar print and web public service announcements, and she also created and edited many of our national award-winning websites. Her beautiful graphic work and web design for Matching Donors has been praised by animators at Microsoft, Disney, Pixar, and editors of major newspapers and magazines. The work she has created for us can be seen in thousands of national news and media outlets, including the New York Times, Boston Globe, and USA Today. The recipient of the $1,000 Matching Donors Scholarship is Jaden Lamb.
The Canton Educators Association for Future Educator Scholarship is presented by Lauren Torgi.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. The Canton Educators Association believes teachers are an incredibly important part of a community, having the power to inspire innovators and leaders who will shape the future. We also want to encourage our students to pursue careers in education. The CEA is proud to support a Canton High School senior who is planning to major in an education-related field by offering this scholarship. After reviewing the applications of many highly qualified and deserving students, we chose an individual who has spent her time in high school impacting young children. She has been a camp counselor, a babysitter, and has co-founded the CHS Reading Buddies Club. The student has been inspired by both her parents, who are teachers. She hopes to bring their kindness and energy to her future classroom. The Canton Teachers Association is proud to name Kelsey DeLello as the recipient of our Future Educator Scholarship. Kelsey will be an education major at Providence College. Congratulations, Kelsey, and go Friars.
The Don Smith Memorial Scholarship is presented by Linda Werda, as well as the Balsamo Memorial Charitable Foundation Scholarship.
Thank you, and good evening. My name is Linda Werda, and I am so honored to be here to present the Don Smith Memorial Award on behalf of the Bank of Canton. My association with Mr. Smith began while I was a student at Canton High. He was a highly respected English teacher and coach for the boys hockey team, positions he held for years. He shared his passion for teaching with many students through the years in the classroom and at the rink. He groomed and mentored Canton's hockey players on and off the ice. Later, I enjoyed the company of Don and his wife Ann at the golf course. And finally, I had the pleasure of working with him on the board of directors at the Bank of Canton, where he served as the chairman. Mr. Smith became skilled at every endeavor during his life, but is most assuredly remembered for being just a wonderful person. This award is presented tonight to a student who excelled academically, athletically, and beyond. He shares both Mr. Smith's passion for hockey and the example he set as a human being. On behalf of the Bank of Canton, please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Don Smith Memorial Award, Brendan Torgi. Now I switch hats. I'm a member of the Balsamo family and creator of this scholarship. It's my pleasure again to be here with my husband Bill, who is also a graduate of this school, to recognize and celebrate another group of our extraordinary youth. We always find it fascinating how you all navigated your school responsibilities while participating in multiple sports, extracurriculars, volunteering, working, and keeping up with your family and friend commitments. Our hats off to you. And thank you for sharing so much of yourselves and your families with us through your essays. We're no strangers to Canton High. My family's been connected to the school for 52 years. During that time frame, 24 of us have proudly graduated from Canton High, and we are excited for you as you approach your graduation. Every year, this night provides my family and I the opportunity to publicly honor you, and at the same time, we honor and pay tribute to our ancestors. If they were here tonight, I believe these are a few messages that they would leave with you. Be your best, even on your worst day. Your behavior makes a statement about you, and it influences people around you. Appreciate your life. It is a precious gift. And never underestimate the value of family. My ancestors were wonderful role models, and they were fabulous leaders. They had nothing when they started out and were faced with many challenges, but they were resilient, determined. They worked hard to achieve their goals and never forgot what it was like being the underdog. It was important to them that we were mindful of those whose life journey may be more difficult, and that we follow in their footsteps to take action in any way we could to help. It is our turn now to pass on what we learned from them to the next generation. So this scholarship was created in memory of them to recognize young people from Canton High School who we feel share their same characteristics. We extend our congratulations and best wishes for health and happiness to each one of you in the years ahead. You all should be very proud of your accomplishments. The Balsamo Scholarship is a $5,000 award, and we believe these two recipients are exemplary role models, individuals who are an inspiration and who emulate our family's values. Please join us in congratulating the 2024 recipients of the Balsamo Family Memorial Scholarship, Regan McDonough and Charlie Smith.
Congratulations. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The Champions of Wellness Scholarship is presented by Leah Factor and Caitlin Bigham.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Caitlin Bigham. And I'm Leah Factor. And we are both graduating seniors this year. Congratulations to all of the scholarship recipients this evening, as well as the entire class of 2024. Our perseverance, hard work, and dedication as a community of students has paid off, and we hope you are all proud of yourselves for the outstanding accomplishments we celebrate tonight. Tonight we have the privilege of presenting the first ever Champions of Wellness scholarships. About 2 years ago, Leah and I sat in our Art 1 minor class brainstorming ways to advertise and fundraise for our new club, Student Wellness Advisory Group, or also known as the Active Minds chapter for CHS. This past November, our vision came to life and the first ever Champions of Wellness road race took place, where 200 plus runners in our community gathered to run a 5K in support of mental health. This was made possible through a grant we received from Kyle Cares, a nonprofit dedicated to promoting honest awareness about mental health, plus many local businesses in our community, and most importantly, those of you who showed up on November 19th ready to run 3.1 miles. It's safe to say that the Champions of Wellness road race made a profound impact on students throughout the district as well as our community as a whole. The success of this race was able to raise over $5,000, and with that money, our club was able to fund multiple wellness-related initiatives, including these 3 scholarships we are presenting tonight. So without further ado, it is our honor and privilege to present the first ever Champions of Wellness scholarships to Zaza Francoeur, Dominic Gray, and Julia Wilkinson. Congratulations. Do you have them?
Last but not least, the Canton Association of Business and Industry Scholarship and the James and Beatrice Sala Family Foundation scholarships will be presented by Richard Stady.
Save the best for last. What do you think? Superintendent Folan, I've seen you too much lately. Town meeting, and then the other day at the festival, and out tonight. Where are you going to be tomorrow? Don't tell me. Listen, congratulations, first of all, to all the award winners. It's a privilege to be here tonight to present two different scholarships. First, I have the honor of presenting the CABI Scholarship. CABI stands for the Canton Association of Business and Industry. It's been around for 50 years. In fact, we celebrated the 50-year anniversary last year. CABI has done a great job in terms of being a good partner for Canton. Over $40,000 was donated last year alone to various Canton departments. Donations included a donation to the Senior Center, the Food Pantry, and of course the scholarships to Canton High School and Blue Hill Regional. This year it was a very tough choice. It always is. Terrific candidates. And I should mention I'm presenting on behalf of the President, Ty Conder, and our chairperson, Paul Clark. And we have, it's a little shameful plug, but we do have an annual road race coming up, which is at Trillium Brewery. Last year we had 600 runners. If you have any friends or relatives that want to run and raise some money for charity, a lot of that money from that race goes for our charities and goes right back for our scholarships that we're presenting tonight. So without further ado, I want to present for the two award winners who will each get a check for $3,000 tonight. Margaret Durvan, and this guy should just stay up here all night, Brendan Torgay. Come on up, please. What a night, huh? Congratulations. Okay, you're welcome. Now, I do have also the honor and privilege of presenting the James Saller Scholarship. And with me this evening is one of our newest members, Mr. Greg Pando. Some of you in the audience might know him as a distinguished member of the Canton Zoning Board of Appeal. But it's with a little bit of sadness that I want to note the passing of one of our trustees, one of the original trustees of the James Saller Foundation, Mr. Ed Sullivan. We lost Ed in December of last year after a long illness. Ed was one of the original three. Mr. Sullivan, as I always referred to him, was a special person. He served the town on the Zoning Board of Appeal, later as an elected member of the Board of Select Board. We called it Selectmen back then. In fact, I was a very, very, very young man, and I had the pleasure of serving and learning from Ed as a selectman. He also went on to serve as the first representative to the MWRA. And if you don't know what that is, that means when you turn on the water, you got plenty of it. In a way, thanks to Ed Sullivan, because Canton has wells, and we also belong to the MWRA. So it's a great position that Ed and the town fathers back then put us in, to have plenty of water. Water's the key, as you will find out. So we lost Ed last year, and I would just ask for a small indulgence. If you could just rise for a moment of silence to observe Ed Sullivan, if you would, please, just for a moment of silence. I thank you very much. Thank you. The Saller Foundation has, I'm not going to say replaced Ed Sullivan, but our newest member is not with us tonight, Mr. Gene Manning. Again, some of you involved in the town might know Gene Manning. He has a distinguished career as well. He has served the town very well as a member of the Capital Planning Committee. He has served on various other committees like the Economic Development Committee. He's a member of CABI, the organization I just gave out 2 scholarships for. And he's an elected member of the Board of Assessors. And I'm sure Gene will do a great job. He's not with us tonight. He gets the distinction of presenting scholarships on Thursday night to Blue Hills. I'll be at the Norfolk Aggie. Mr. Panda will be serving as a zoning board person with the town of Canton. So without, I'd be remiss if I don't recognize the fine administration and the cooperation of our guidance department. Mrs. Murray, thank you for all your help. It's a very hard decision to arrive at these scholarships because, first of all, the amount of money we give out is significant. It's $7,500 a year. So the award winners tonight are basically getting a $30,000 scholarship. That's pretty significant. We'd like to maybe increase this someday. We're working on that. We'll see what we can do. But it's a great honor to present to the award winners tonight these scholarships. And as I said, it's tough competition. You're a great class, and this was not an easy decision at all. We spent a lot of time evaluating and talking and reevaluating before we come up with our award winners. Mr. Panda, would you like to say a few remarks?
Thank you, Commissioner Stady. Very simply, in going over the many applications this year, it was just very, very difficult, very evident that each year that goes by, the choices get more difficult. I would just like to comment that in my travels, I run across a lot of seniors, and what I hear about young people today is useless, shiftless, no respect for authority, God help us when they take over. Which, interestingly, is exactly the same thing my grandparents said about myself and all my classmates. But in all honesty, I have to say that this year's class of 2024, in my review of your essays and meeting a lot of you, is the most intelligent, caring class of young human beings that the earth has ever created. And I thank you all very, very much. We have an excellent future in your hands. Thank you.
And just one last note. I think that it should be said, I think as a commissioner, I get a chance to travel across Norfolk County, and I mean this sincerely. Town of Canton does itself proud with the amount of charity and scholarships that you're presented tonight. You'd be far reaching to match what Canton gives out in terms of the number of scholarships that you're receiving tonight. So Canton's a very solid town and a very generous town, and I hope we don't lose sight of that. So with that, thank you. All right. So the following award winners are receiving the James Saller Scholarship for this year. Amelia Chin. Margaret Durvan. Congratulations. Great job. Olivia Hickey. Good job. Abby Q.
Thank you.
Yep. Everything you need is in there. And I'll ask Anika. Don't fall. Anika Valeri. Hope I got that right. Oh, yeah, huh? All right. Congratulations. Make sure you shake Mr. Panda. There you go. Okay. All right. Congratulations once again to everyone, and to the parents and the faculty. Great job. Thank you.
So that concludes our fourth round of presenters. Thank you so much. So we are going to enter the next part of this evening. Hang on. So we're going to do 4 more rounds, but I will be presenting all of the awards. So I will call you up into groups in a minute. And if you can line up on the side of the stage just like before. So will the following students please come up to the side of the stage? Derek Marr, Brianna Abend, Bilal Ahmed, Tyler Finlan, Brian Middleton, Keon Camillo, Morgan Roberts, Laura Valkanis, Patrick Drury, Julia Donovan, Jamark LeBlanc, and Owen Lane. The Martin J. Bedoin Mathematics Scholarship is awarded to Derek Marr. The Ponkapong Grange, the Edward J. Beatty Post 24, and the Republic Services Scholarships all go to Brianna Abend. The Martin J. Bedoin Mathematics Scholarship is awarded to Bilal Ahmed. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Tyler Finlan. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship is also awarded to Brian Middleton. The Duggan Scholarship Fund is awarded to Keon Camillo and Morgan Roberts. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship and the Canton Firefighters Local 1580 Scholarship goes to Laura Valkanis. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship is also awarded to Patrick Drury. The Ponkapog Civic Association Scholarship and the Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarships is awarded to Julia Donovan. The Seabird Foundation Scholarship is awarded to J.J. LeBlanc. The William Armando Memorial Scholarship, the Sons of the American Legion, Edward J. Beatty, Post 24, and the Little League Baseball and Softball Scholarship in the memory of Ricky Shannon Memorial all go to Owen Lane. Okay. Will the following students please line up at the side? Bridget Beatty, Sophia Simpkins, Diana Saheko, Hannah Isaac, Caitlin Farrington, William Gong Harjula, Henry Luau, Giovanni D'Estasio, Harrison Feldman, Robert Budway, Michaela Costello, Julia Wilkinson, and Hannah Gervais. The Timothy Patrick Morrissey Memorial Fund Scholarship goes to Bridget Beatty. The William B. Armando Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Sophia Simpkins. The Martin J. Bedoin Mathematics Scholarship is awarded to Diana Zaheko. The Canton Art Association Margaret Duty Award and the Martin J. Bedoin Mathematics Scholarship are both awarded to Hannah Isaac. The Canton Firefighters Local 1580 Scholarship, the AFSME Local 362 Memorial Scholarship, and the Edward J. Beatty Post 24 Scholarship are all awarded to Caitlin Farrington. The Republic Services Scholarship is awarded to William Gong Harjula. The Martin J. Bedoin Mathematics Scholarship is awarded to Harrison Feldman. The Canton Firefighters Local 1580 Scholarship is awarded to Giovanni D'Estasio. The Republic Services Scholarship is awarded to Henry Luau. The Canton High School Student Council Scholarship was awarded to Michaela Costello. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship, the AFSME Local 362 Memorial Scholarship goes to Julia Wilkinson. The Canton High School Scholarship is awarded to Robert Budway. The AFSME Local 362 Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Hannah Gervais. All right, round 3 of 4. Can the following students please come up to the side of the stage? Maggie Dervin, Brendan Torgi, Aya Kayali, Leah Factor, Tara Gagan, Abigail Harding, Danica Cito, Sam Duty, Regan McDonough, Gavin Dimash. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship is given to Brendan Torgy. The Ponkapog Civic Association Scholarship is awarded to Maggie Dervin. The John Langwith Scholarship is awarded to Aya Kayali. The Frank R. and Elizabeth Simone Foundation Scholarship is awarded to Leah Factor. The Frank R. and Elizabeth Simone Foundation Scholarship is awarded to Tara Gagan. The American Legion Auxiliary Edward J. Beatty Post Number 24 Scholarship and the Sons of the American Legion Edward G. Beatty Post Scholarship are both awarded to Abigail Harding. The Melissa Rose Creighton Foundation Scholarship is awarded to Danica Cito. The Edward J. Beatty Post 24 Scholarship is awarded to Gavin Dimash and Regan McDonough. The American Legion Auxiliary Edward J. Beatty Post 24 Scholarship is awarded to Samuel Duty. All right, the last group. Will the following students please come to the side of the stage? Devin Spinelli, Kevin LaBelle, Aaron Nee, Vanessa Crawley, Rachel Pereira, Devin Libby, Bradley Perlman, Victoria Carr, Aideen Feeney, Jaden Lamb, Colin Blake, Daniel Hall, and Kelsey DeLello. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship is presented to Devin Spinelli. The Little League Baseball and Softball Scholarship, the Joseph Archiapreti Memorial Scholarship, is awarded to Kevin LaBelle. The Blue Hill Montessori School Scholarship is awarded to Rachel Pereira. The Martin J. Bedoin Mathematics Scholarship is awarded to Aaron Nee. The Cornerstone at Canton Scholarship and the Demetra E. Demos Memorial Scholarship are both awarded to Vanessa Crowley. The Blue Hills Civic Association Priscilla Sawyer Hilton Performing Arts Scholarship is awarded to Devin Libby and Bradley Perlman. The Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Victoria Carr. The Edward J. Beatty Post 24 Scholarship, the Canton Youth Hockey David P. Leary Memorial Scholarship, and the Don and Marilyn Rodman Memorial Scholarship are all awarded to Colin Blake. The Spirit of 76 Scholarship is awarded to Daniel Hall. The Virginia Merchant Scholarship, the Canton High School Student Council Scholarship, the Galvin Middle School Student Leadership Council Scholarship, and the Spirit of 76 Scholarship all go to Kelsey DeLello. The Canton Firefighters Local 1580 Scholarship is awarded to Aideen Feeney. Last but not least, the Don and Marilyn Rodman Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Jaden Lamb. Well, in my 9 years, this was the longest night, which means you guys came away with a lot of money. So congratulations, thank you to our donors, and have a wonderful evening.